Hey guys, we've got something pretty cool to show you here tonight. First off, I've got a OBD1 ECU here that has been freshly refurbished. But this guy, unfortunately, has got a bad Honda unit. We tried to repair this unit, and unfortunately, there's just nothing that we can do on this. He may be sending it into Honda to see what they can do. I replaced 2 resistors and 2 ceramic capacitors on this. I believe U6 may be bad, but I can't identify what it is. So we were exploring other options, and we just happened to have this one here. This is the Alpha NextGen Emulator. So to get started, we're going to pull this out here. Tonight I'm going to show you how to set up the new Alpha NextGen Emulator. So we'll set this aside. This ECU's got a neat yellow theme to it. We use the NextGen gold capacitors and the yellow pins. Looking pretty neat. So here is our NextGen Emulator by Alpha Tuning Solutions. These guys are really good at what they do. They're bringing this new product that is going to be something very special for the OBD1 community. So we're going to open this up and check it out. It comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable. So something to note is that if your computer does not have the USB-C port, you may want to get a USB-C to USB adapter. We've got our cords here for our data log, and the emulator in here. Get this open. Here is the new Alpha emulator, looking very nice. It comes pinned with Honda style pins. It has many outputs up here at the top. A map switch right here, which is a pretty neat little feature. We got our USB port here on the side. This is an RP based board, which is very nice. What else we got in this box? We've got a keychain using some old PCBs that look pretty sweet. He put this little hole in here so you can put that on your key ring and look pretty cool. What else? He's included a funny sticker. Alpha Tuning Solution sticker, and we've got 2 zip ties here for holding the USB in. And that is it for the box. So let's get this thing put into this ECU and see what happens. First thing that we need to note is the way the data logging pins are on this configuration. You really need to pay attention to this step because it is important. So here's our data logging port of the ECU, as you can see, there are 5 spots for a pin. Most ECUs come configured with the first 4 being used. So what we need to do is place how I would start is put the wires in the positions 2 and position 4, just like that. Take notice of which one is in pin 4. That's going to be the white wire on this. So now I'm going to plug our EMU in. Very carefully. Really want to be careful putting these in here. Don't push on anything too much. Let's see. There we go. Now, that white wire that is on the 4th pin location, notice 2 and 4. The 4 goes to 4 on this top row. So right here is number 4. Let's see. And then we've got the number 2 pin goes to the pin next to 4. 1 second. So they're a little tricky to push in there, but you'll get it. Just be careful. Don't push it too far and break it. So, to go back over this, we've got the black wire in number 2 and the white wire in number 4. And then at the emulator, number 4, we have the white wire. So 4 and 4. The black wire on 2 goes to the 5th spot on the emulator. So, now that we've got that, let's get our USB cable plugged in. 1 second. Okay, we got our USB here. We're gonna plug it into here. Alright, look at that. The next step would be setting up your zip ties here. Why he provides these zip ties is so that you can zip tie them around the ECU case right here to hold the USB and the data log wires. So we'll do that later. Just when you put that in there, just get it in there as clean as you can. So I put mine, like, I put one up here first, and then I tie this wire down here. For the top exit of the board here, you can either bend the lid out a little bit, or you can cut a small notch right there at the ECU case, or at the lid, whichever. If you don't want to mess up your factory lid, I have transparent, the ECU guy top lids. So they're $30 if you'd like to get one. Just to save that factory lid, you can set it to the side and I can notch it for you and we can get it sent out. So let me know on that. So the next step, we're going to open up our laptop and check this out. For now, we're just going to be using Honda Tuning Suite. The Alpha NextGen software should be releasing maybe this week, maybe around Friday, we'll see. I haven't heard for sure. So the first thing we're going to do is search up Alpha Tuning GitHub. And we're going to find this GitHub link here and click on this. That'll pull that up. We're going to go to Alpha NextGen Tools. Click on this. And so what this is here is it's a tool that he has built to help us with the COM port identification for setting up in HTS. And I'll show you more on that here in a second. So let's click on this here, the one on the bottom, which is called Alpha COM Identifier. And you'll see over here a little download button. So let's click the download button. Save as. Let me choose. I like to save everything to my desktop so I know where it's at. So we're gonna save that there. And it is saving now. Isn't commonly downloaded. Let's see. So we get this pop-up here. This is common with these kind of things. It's a Windows registration issue. So anyway, we're just going to ignore that and push keep. It says, make sure you trust it. Keep anyway. Sometimes you have to turn off your antivirus for stuff like this. Now we're going to open this file and see what it is. And guys, this is the first time I've ever seen this also. So, you know, this is definitely something special. So let's get our USB cable plugged in to my computer here. One moment. Okay, I'm back. I got the USB plugged into the computer, and the Alpha EMU is lighting up now, which is pretty neat. Also, I have currently got my ECU powered by my simulator, so I would say if you're doing this in your car, it would be a good time to flip your key to the on position. You don't necessarily have to have the car running, just put it in the on position. So let's see, it says that it has not found a COM port. Let me try to reopen this and run this again. So I'm going to exit this and exit the internet. Let's see. I'm going to open this up here, and here we go. It found it that time. That was pretty neat. So this is pretty neat because this will make the setup a lot easier. So it identified COM6 as debug, not used in this firmware revision. COM7 and 8 are for the emulator and data log. It tells you the settings like the baud rate here and here. So that is excellent. So I'm going to minimize that, and I'm going to go to Honda Tuning Suite now and open this up. And we're going to see if we can get this to connect. Now, mind you, remember that you can't tell because you don't hear the car, but I have my simulator running right now, so essentially I have the key in the on position as if you're in your car. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to settings, and now I'm going to go to ostrich mode, since this is currently in ostrich mode for HTS. We're going to hit ostrich mode, and I need to remember my ports. It says right here COM7 is for the ostrich emulator port, COM8 for data log. So let's check that out. Let's see. And 7 for the emulator. Data log, let's go to 8. Make sure the baud rates are correct. 38,400, everything looks good. So that should get it connected. The secondary port is going to be the top one there, COM6. Even though it says it's not needed on this revision, we're just going to go ahead and put that in there for safety. COM6. Now we're going to exit. And our next step will be, let's load us a base map. Let's see, new, OBD1. I'm just going to leave everything alone at the moment, just to get it started. Okay, let's go up here to the top and see if it connects. Live tuning right here. So this makes it where changes are instant. So every time you make a change, it will save it to the emulator rather than you needing to push emulator and upload. So anyways, we're going to push yes for this. This means that the tune will be on the emulator. It has connected. We have a green emulator light. I'm going to go ahead and upload this base map to the EMU. Everything is looking good. We're going to data log connect. And everything is looking good. Let's run us some RPM here. Oh yeah, we're looking good. Awesome. So everything is now working. So with that, you can continue using HTS for your normal tuning needs. If you need any tips for tuning, I'm not an expert by any means, but one thing I do for all my base maps is I highlight the whole map, right click it, and smooth it out a few times. And then I right click and interpolate by column, and that is basically what you get for the ECU guide tune. I just provide base maps. I'm not a tuner, and I don't recommend running my tunes for extended periods of time. They're really only meant to get you to the tuner. So, but I do add the features that you want if you want something special. And if you need a real tuner, I have industry contacts that we can set you up with to get you squared away. So let me know. That is the Alpha EMU unboxing and first startup. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope to see you guys running this thing. We're really excited to see people running this. I think that it is going to be the next big thing for OBD1, especially when he gets that NextGen software. So we'll be looking forward to that. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.